Hello, and welcome to the Sacramento History Museum Storytime once again. Yes, it is the last Monday of the month, and I have a story to tell you. My name is Delta Picmello, and today I'm going to tell you a story called The Emerald Lizard. It comes to us from Guatemala and was retold by Pleasant de Spain. It's a very old story. It takes place a long, long time ago, nearly 400 years, in the city of Santiago de Guatemala. There lived a Franciscan friar he had the heart of an angel. His name was Brother Pedro San Jose de Betancourt. And it was whispered all along the city that Brother Pedro, or Hermano Pedro, could perform miracles. So, one hot summer day, Brother Pedro was walking down the road when he happened upon a poor Indian who was sitting on the side of the road, and it looked as if he carried the weight of the world on his shoulders. Well, Brother Pedro was, of course, very concerned. "What troubles you, my friend?" And the Indian, his name was Juan, he said his wife was sick and she needed medicine and he didn't have money to pay for it, and the doctor said she would surely not live without it. He didn't know what to do. And Brother Pedro was, of course, filled with a desire to help the poor man, but he had no money himself. Just then, a green lizard skithered across the road, and with a quick grab, the friar picked it up. He held it gently in his palm, the wriggling creature, and then he placed it next to his heart. Then he handed the lizard to Juan. Juan was astonished. Instead of a live green lizard, there was a solid emerald. He thanked the friar profusely, and then he ran into town in search of a willing merchant that would take the emerald and exchange it for money so that he could buy food and medicine. And he bought 3 cows. And his wife, she enjoyed a miraculous recovery, and Juan knew happiness once again. Well, many years passed, and Juan became very prosperous in the cattle business, until one day, with a fat purse on his belt, he returned back to the marketplace in search of the merchant to buy back the emerald. Well, the merchant, he didn't want to sell. "It has brought me luck. It's not for sale." "Well," said Juan, it may have brought you luck, but it will bring you even more today." And he counted out 10 times the amount he had originally received for the jewel. Then he went in search of the old friar. He searched far and wide, and finally he found him living in the countryside. Brother Pedro had retired a long time ago, but he was still healthy, a bit infirm, but he recognized his friend immediately when he showed up at his door. "Juan, it is so good to see you, my friend. Why, what brings you out this way so far?" A gift of many years past, and a gift I wish to return." "Well, then come in, come in. You are just in time for my noonday meal." And he ushered Juan into his little house, and he set him down. He gave him vegetable stew and rich dark bread and plenty of time to talk. "Tell me everything. I want to hear it all." So Juan told him. He told him of his wife's recovery. He told him of his family and of his prosperity and his success in the cattle business. And he told him that he wanted to make the friar's life a little bit easier after what he had done for him. So he slowly unwrapped the emerald lizard and then placed it on the table. There was bright sunlight coming through the window, and it gleamed right onto the table, and he made that emerald just shimmer. Well, the old friar stared at the emerald for quite some time. Ah, yes, I remember, and I remember well. This is a thoughtful and loving gesture, Juan, and I am humbly appreciative. Then the friar picked up the emerald and he placed it next to his heart. Then he slowly lowered it to the floor. The emerald, the lizard, it woke up and it scurried out the door. And that's the story of the emerald lizards. One of my very, very favorite, and I think a perfect story about giving and gratitude and miracles that are perfect for this time of year. Thank you for joining me for story time, and I hope to see you in the new year. I wish you peace and joy and good health and prosperity in the next year. Thank you.